Welcome back, my beauties, and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get into today's set. So today I'm doing my daughter's nails, and as you saw, it's going to be a mermaid set. So I did do all of the natural prep off camera. I pushed back the cuticles, went around the cuticle with a needle drill bit to remove any dead skin, roughed up the surface of her natural nail with a fine grit sanding band. I then applied these tips, the EC basket coffin tips with Infilia nail glue. I then blended the tip into her natural nail, and I applied Makar's dehydrator and 2 coats of the Young Nail Protein Bond. And you now see me going in with base gel. Today's set is acrylic, but I'm going to be encapsulating gel polish. So the base gel is for the gel polish to have something to hold on to. Once that's applied, she does cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. So for today's set, I'm using this Mermaid gel polish set from Makar, and they actually go by numbers. So I'm using this pink shade, which is 9808, and I'm going to apply that to both her pinky and her thumb. On her middle, I'm going to be using a beautiful purple shade by the number 9812, and on her index, we'll be using a beautiful blue 9818. I'll make sure to link this gel set down below, but it was a beautiful, I think it came with like 20 different gel polishes. Very, very nice, and they're 8 milliliter bottles, but I've had them a while and they have been lasting pretty well. So basically, I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to each of the nails that I designated. I'm going to cure for 30 seconds and then go back in with a second coat. Also, before curing, I do make sure to go around each of the nails with a cleanup brush just to try to get any of that gel polish off of her skin, as not to cure it onto her skin. I hope everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And I would like to take the time to thank anyone who has taken the time out to watch any one of my videos. It is greatly appreciated. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you didn't have to click on my video, but for you to do that and watch my videos, it's very appreciated. Also, if you've ever watched a video and haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. To my subscribers, I love you all oh so very much. You all keep me motivated, encouraged, and just inspire me to want to keep going and keep posting these videos. And for that, I overly thank you. So on her ring finger, I attempted to do an ombre, and I kind of messed up because it was late, y'all. So excuse me, but it was late when we started doing her nails, and I was a little tired. But I do prefer to do our nails overnight because it's just more quieter in the house, more peaceful, and I can try and attempt to do my best work when there's less noise around. So what I did is I started off with the blue shade up by the cuticle area, and I made a mistake of having her cure this blue shade, and I wasn't supposed to make her cure it. I was supposed to leave that wet and then go in with the next color, which was the pink, right underneath it, like not touching it, but right underneath it. Like, you'll see what I mean when I get to the pink and the purple. And then I was to take a brush and kind of just feather that together to create an ombre effect between the two colors. Now on her opposite hand, I did do it just right. But this hand, like I said, I did make the mistake of making her cure. So the top portion looks kind of more like a color block versus an ombre. But you'll see here, once I put the pink shade down, I leave that wet and then I go right in with the purple shade. And I use a very fine brush and kind of just lightly feather over the pink and the purple. And then they do blend together pretty well in an ombre. Once I get that set, she does go ahead and cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. So for her pinky and thumb, we're going to do a chrome nail. And I wasn't sure if I should have capped it with the acrylic first and then did the chrome, or do it underneath. But I wanted to try underneath because I was super curious. So what I did first is I went in with a layer of top coat, had her cure for 60 seconds. And then I'm using this Galaxy stick from a cart. It's a chrome stick, and the name of it is Centauria. And I'm just going to kind of just varnish that into the nail. If I need more, I basically just put it back into the cap, and the chrome is in the inside of the cap. But I go ahead and just make sure to burnish that all over the nail. And then once I get it set, I do top coat again just to kind of seal it in. And she cures in the lamp for 30 seconds. Now, when you're top coating a chrome, it is best to kind of like wipe your brush before putting it back into your top coat, as not to contaminate it with any of the chrome. Then I'm going to go in with a layer of base coat on my middle finger. And I'm using these glitters from Macart's Mermaid Couture polygel kit. So this is a kit way back when. I'm not even sure if they still have it, but if I find the link, I will link it. This was a beautiful kit. Came with a lot of different mermaid glitters and three 30 milliliter polygels and a lamp. So it was a really nice kit that I bought like right when it came out. But these glitters go perfect. They have the 3 colors incorporated that we're using today. So I just left the base gel wet. I cannot talk, guys. I'm so sorry. I left the base gel wet, and then I applied these glitters with a brush. And once I got them set how I wanted, then I had her cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. So I did go ahead off camera and top coat the nails. And now I'm going in with acrylic. So I'm just basically capping them and just placing the acrylic over them. I'm also going to be building up an apex for her to make sure that the nails do not break. So I'm using Savillon's Clear to cap the nails. The brush I'm using is Kiara Sky. It's number 8 acrylic brush. And the monomer I'm using is the monomer by Couture. So I am just going ahead and taking the beads and kind of just placing them on the nails a little bit wet. I am very new to acrylic still, and I know I keep saying that. I mean, I believe I'm getting better with each video I do of acrylic, but nonetheless, I am still very new, still trying to make sure to maintain my liquid to monomer ratio and all of those good things. But I can say overall, I do really enjoy working with acrylic. And I think I like working with acrylic because it sets for you. Like, you don't have to keep going in and out of the lamp, and it just sets. But don't get me wrong now, I absolutely love polygel, because I also love with polygel that you have ample time to make a set correct and just precisely how you want before anything is set in stone. But I do have a new love for acrylic. It's something that I want to get better at. Just as good as I am with polygel, maybe even better. So something I haven't tried, I want to try yet with acrylic is like marbles, and I've done an ombre, but I still kind of want to practice with that more. But like marbles, maybe some color blocking, because I love color blocking. But yeah, so basically I'm just capping all the nails with acrylic, and I'm just going in where I feel like I need to. And then off camera as well, I do other spots. Like, so you might see on camera like where there's areas I could have put acrylic. Off camera, I do actually take a look at her nail again and kind of go into different areas just to make sure the nail is built up correctly and that everything is fully encapsulated on these nails. So today's video was supposed to be a subscriber's request, and guys, I feel so bad. I thought she said mermaid nails. She said unicorn nails. I am so sorry. So I'm doing these nails, right? And in the whole time I'm thinking mermaid, 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 right? No unicorn, mermaid is on my mind. But she actually asked for unicorn nails. So I'm gonna come up with a unicorn set really quick, and I'll have that up for you. Please don't kill me like I did the wrong set. And I just now realized, because I was about to give her a shout out, and I went to look at her comment, and I was like, oh my gosh, she said unicorn. But nonetheless, I do hope you still like this set as well, and I will get into making a unicorn set very soon. So for the glitter nail, I attempted to draw on the fin. So I was making scales on the nail, but I was having a problem. So I'm using a white gel polish from Beetles, and I use this a lot in my nail art. So I was a little confused. So what I was doing is I was putting, a scale down, then I would like kind of flash cure it with my flashy, and then go in with a few more of the scales and then flash cure. So I'm just making sure to flash cure pretty much in between everything like I normally do when I do my nail art. But for some reason, this kept bubbling and like making little bubbles and ripples in the gel polish. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but we can see it in person. And we both was just looking at the nail like, it's so cute. It's coming out exactly how I expected. But just for some reason, the gel polish was like rippling and like creating bubbles. So you'll see here in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and just wipe that off and try to come up with something else. But I kept this part in because I was really proud of myself. I felt like my scales were coming out beautiful. And had I been able to go down this whole nail, I would have really overly loved this nail. It would have been like one of my favorites, because a previous video I did with the mermaid set, I did have a scale nail, but it was a sticker. So this time I decided I wanted to try to draw it on. So I'm going to try and look into another white polish and then try this again, because I do want to do a scale nail. I love them. I think they're so freaking adorable. But I did go ahead and end up just getting rid of this nail because of the rippling and the bubbling. In person, it just didn't look well. So yeah. So then I just went over to her index, and I'm using Macquart's rhinestone glue, and I'm going to just place that right by the cuticle, and I'll be placing on some pearls, like a pattern of pearls at the cuticle area there. And so when I initially started, I was trying to use pearls and then the gold pearls that came in this pot that I got off of the Macquart decor kit that I just reviewed and did a set on previously. And the gold ones kept sliding. I don't know what happened or why, but they would not stay on her nails. Like, I was confused. It just kept slipping and sliding. And so I kept trying, but they would not stay on. So then I just went ahead and went with just a plain pearl nail. Once I got the pearls set how I wanted, I did have her cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. And then for the ombre nail, I was so out of frame, but I did go in with McCart's rhinestone glue around the cuticle and right down the middle. And I'm applying these clear rhinestones. So I'm just like making like just like a random pattern. And down the middle, I'm going like bigger to smaller. And then once I have it set, she does cure that as well for 30 seconds. So on her glitter nail, we went ahead and used these gold pieces that I had out of a Beals Mermaid kit that I purchased. So I'm just putting seashells and starfish on the nail, and then I'll also put some of those clear crystals as well. And I think it came out pretty cute. So once I had all of that set, then she did go ahead and cure for 30 seconds. I always say this, but I truly mean it. I overly enjoy doing my daughter's nails. It just gives me so much joy when I do others' nails. It makes me a little more prouder. Like, doing my own nails is a challenge in itself, and that's why I do both hands, just to kind of test myself, so that if in the future I really want to pursue this and get serious with this, I know that I can do some things if I can do my own hand and do both hands, because I'm not left-handed. So when I do my nail art and I'm able to do it on my right hand, it just makes me feel wonderful. And then also, like, when she goes to school, she gets so many compliments, and there's so many kids that's like, who did your nails? And she's like, my mom. And they're like, well, does she do nails? Can she do my nails? And I'm like, I ain't ready for that yet, but I just love it. It brings me so much joy. So back to the nail set here, I am going in with a layer of top coat on all of the nails. So when I top coated the chrome nails, the chrome effect came back. And so on my on her opposing hand, I did it on top. So there was a difference, like it was more vibrant on top. But I just wanted to try it underneath the acrylic just to see. So future, for anyone who wants to encapsulate gel polish, if you're doing chrome, do the chrome on top of the acrylic so that it's more vibrant and you can see it a little more. I mean, it was cute, but just do it on top. And so once she gets everything top coated, she does cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. And then lastly, I'm going in with Kiara Sky's cuticle oil and the scent of lavender, and I'm just going to moisturize her cuticles. Here's the finished set. They are super cute. Let me know what you think of my nail set down below. And if you're still with me now, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. I want to thank you all so very much for joining me in my video, and I'll see you in my next one. I thank you all very much, and much love.